Hi guys, Dorota Palicka, international nail artist and educator here, and today I've got the MelodySusie nail lamp, and we are gonna check it, like the quality of it, how it looks, and of course how it cures the product, because that's the most important thing. So it comes in white and pink. What I love about MelodySusie, each time when they send me some products to review, they will send me an UK plug, which is actually a really big advantage. So let me remove everything what we've got in here. And thank you, Patrick. He's always a superhero when it comes to those kind of things. And this is how the lamp looks. Okay, so yeah, it's actually really nice, I must admit that. But we need to check it. Okay, so we need to check it first of all if this stuff comes off. Yes, it comes off, and you can see it very easy to come off, and it has those grooves. And here is a thing. So in general, we sometimes think that those grooves are fantastic because the clients are gonna keep the hand properly inside, like the way they should, which is like this. I find that this isn't the case sometimes. Like you can see it, this is actually a great review video. So when they place the thumb, so look what is happening. Like, let me do it that way so you can see it. So this is a typical client going inside the lamp, okay? And what they do is they completely hide the side of the thumb. So I usually ask my clients to put the entire hand inside, but I ask them to lift those fingers up a little bit and then to direct their thumb this direction. Otherwise, this side is not gonna be cured. Same, quite a lot of clients has a problem with their pinky, or they can keep their hand that direction. Let me show you from the different angle. They would just keep the hand too relaxed, and then we've got issues with the product not curing this way. So I'm never a big fan like of those grooves, like doesn't matter to me if the lamp doesn't have it or have it. I would just ask always client to kind of keep their hand almost this direction. And same when I'm curing my nails, I would kind of play with my hand this way. They don't have to. This is not the best position for a hand. Like you can see it, you are hiding the free edge as well, and that's what might cause the issues later on with the lifting and chipping from the free edge. This is a best position, like when you kind of manipulate with the hand. Another thing what I like to do it is, this video is going slightly different direction, but I think it's lots of useful knowledge for you guys. So another issue which I find it is like sometimes when we're doing very long nails and the clients place their finger that way, because that's where you've got those grooves in here. And imagine these nails are much longer. They are almost missing the light. Okay, so what I'm doing in this case is like I will ask their to put their hand like this, and this way I can cure properly those 4 fingers, especially at the free edge. And then I can do the thumb separately. But here's another trick. So what is happening when you guys ask the client to, actually with the lamp will be maybe, no, because then you cannot see it, okay. When you ask clients to put their thumb inside, what they do, so when you ask them to put the thumb on, they put it like this. And again, what is happening? They still hiding this corner, and then you are kind of thinking like, gosh, I have cooked their hands like for so long, and then I ask them to put their thumb separately, but still there is an issue with this side on the thumb because they was keeping their hand like this, hidden from the light. You want their hand to go this direction. So then you're curing this side of the nail, okay? So I always ask them to bend their hand like this and put it inside. Or if they're able to be so flexible, they could hold it like this. This is absolutely awesome as well, but most of the clients having a problem with that. So I usually ask them to close their hand. These fingers are all cooked, and just put this thumb inside so we can really properly cure this side. Notice if you're getting clients where their nails are chipped in those corners here, that means it might be an issue with the product. Yes, curing, you know, and curing is so important. Like, so even like there's also lots of subjects like regarding the lamp and everything, like, and might be a case of like, you know, you're matching the system, you're following manufacturer instruction, and they say like you have to cure your product for 60 seconds, and then you're still getting an issue, is the fact that you didn't watch your clients. And I would always blame nail technician on that. So this is my responsibility, like to make sure their product is fully cured, and I'm really fussy when it comes to that, and I'm keep checking on my clients because they talk and they can keep the hand like this, and quite often we don't notice it. So so what they would do it is, oh, this lamp is actually quite cool. I have noticed one thing, so we are gonna fire it on in a second. But quite often the client would talk and they would hold their hand like this even, you know, so the thumb isn't properly even inside. And here is the thing, I'm actually touching the back, the end of the lamp, and because of the position of the light, so let me unplug it. So if you're touching it, like you may see it, like quite often clients would do that as well, your ring finger, your index finger will cook nice and properly, and then you might actually have an issue with the middle finger. And different clients got different fingers length. So my hand is kind of medium. It's not too long, it's not too short, but I did find it. I've got clients with very long fingers, and there is no way, like when they put all hand in, so their hand would be somewhere here, like that's they would cure properly. So I'm changing position, giving them 4 fingers like this, and then we're doing the thumb in this position to make sure every single nail gets the right amount of the curing. Okay, but now let's put on this this lamp. I think that was really useful. I want to talk so much actually about all this nail theory. I'm just gonna plug it in, and then we will check the specifications of this lamp as well. I have already seen it on the box. It's a 48 watt, but that is not a big. That is usually not the. Oh, it's come and charged. Thank you, Patrick.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's wireless. This is even better. So when you run out of power, this is actually amazing because you can use it. In that case as well. You can see it. My nails glow like a very bright blue with the top coat I'm using. So yes, this is awesome. Another thing I want to show you is the position of the lights. I think this is always very important. Like quite often, what I find it is like the actual diodes are very high up, and there is nothing on the bottom in here, so the lamp will be like maybe this position. And then when you're putting your hand inside, I don't think so it is like proper design of the lamp because you are quite far away. So the distance is always very important as well when it comes to curing. So I would say the diode position is actually quite nice and awesome. So you can see it. It is an 48 watt, and then on the manual, on the instruction, we should have the wavelengths because they are really important. Like that will tell you what kind of products it can cure. So first of all, I also want to check if this is a UV or a LED lamp. And most cases now we do see the manufacturers doing like both UV and LED lamps. They both emit UV light, but the curing properties are different. They work on different wavelengths. And then what we've got in here, so is how to use it. Terms on problems, no. Wavelengths, the gel polish, specifications. Okay, I don't know what wavelengths this lamp is operating on. And this can be actually a trouble, like if you're working with the same system, you would know the lamp is designed because the manufacturers will check it, all that. But when you're kind of trying to match the lamp to the system you're using yourself, this will be a trouble. I believe if we message them, they would answer us this question. But I'm quite surprised it doesn't give us the wavelengths. I hope I am not missing anything. So it only says it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. And that's mean like I don't know on what wavelengths this lamp is operating, which will be an issue for me because I'm not sure if this will cure properly all my gels. There isn't a lamp. Patrick is just searching as well, like making sure I didn't miss something. Okay, but let's do then the test on the products which I'm using. And the best color to test the things on is black. Black is the most pigmented gel polish, and we are going to use 183. So I'm just gonna apply my usual thickness, because this is another thing what bothers me, I would say. When we curing the products, when we apply the products, like manufacturers will tell you, like, you have to cure your product in 30 seconds or you have to cure it in 60 seconds. But different thickness of the product is gonna cure different time, and there is no other theory about it. Like, I mean, you cannot cure the same amount of the time like a very thin layer compared to the thick layer. And I'm gonna actually demonstrate that to you as well, because this will be also a big issue for a beginner nail technician, like don't knowing what is going on when their product not lasting, wrinkling, or giving also all sorts of different troubles. Okay, so I have applied like really kind of thin layer, and now we are gonna cure it. For my blacks, the manufacturers, in general, manufacturer says to me 30 seconds cure for a gel polish. I never follow this guide for black, red and white. They are the most pigmented gel polishes. They are the best to test your curing on, and I always cure them 60 seconds. So let me place 60 seconds in there, and now we are gonna see it. Okay, so this is the thing. We are gonna cure it for 60 seconds. And check it how this is gonna behave. But also, on another tip, what I want to do it is I want to show you what will happen if we apply the product really, really thick. Doesn't matter what kind of lamp you will use, the product might wrinkle and the product wouldn't cure properly. And this is a quite big issue when it comes to building the nails. Like, we always think like, oh, we need to do a huge apex, we need to apply a thicker layer just to get a really nice coverage, and this is so wrong. If you're watching me for a long time, you would notice that what I'm doing when I'm building the nails is I'm applying like a very thin layer, which I'm brushing into the nail plate, extremely nice and thin. And this is a first layer I'm curing. Because it's so thin, it always cures really great. So my client's nail beds isn't ever exposed to uncooked product. Okay, this thin layer is also the reason like to make sure the product is cured really nice and properly. And when we're building like such a thick, so I'm gonna apply it actually really thick, when we're building such a thick apex or thick application of the product, there is no way you could cure it properly. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply it nice and thick layer, not overly thick, like, you know, I'm still looks kind of decent-ish, but in general, this is too thick. So let's test this one, 60 seconds cure. There we are, and then we have cured this black. So the 60 seconds on a thin layer, it didn't wrinkle, nothing happened to it, so that looks very promising. Now we are gonna do scratching test. Okay, that doesn't look promising. So this would be a worry for me that the product isn't cured properly. It looks dry, like it feels dry, but for some reason I could easily peel it off from the nails. And what I'm gonna do it is, I'm gonna test it on another one. So this is the way I like to check it. And what could have happened, actually, I have overcured my product. So I'm gonna test it in other lamp. I've got it in here, 60 seconds is cooking in there, and then we are gonna test it on 30 seconds as well. Okay. So nice and thin layer on a 30 seconds. Overcuring is quite rare, I would say. 30 seconds cure. Okay, yes, so this is a big surprise to me, because I did expect this product, first of all, wrinkled, because we have applied it really thick, and be also uncured. But it's not. Okay, so what's happening with this lamp? This lamp is so powerful This is actually awesome, guys. So this lamp is so powerful that it did overcure this layer on 60 seconds cured, and it become brittle. So when we overcure the nails, they become brittle and they are more prone for a breakage. Okay, this layer where a normal lamp should wrinkle, it's actually cured. I do see it maybe here is a little bit under cure product because it did bubble a little bit, but in general it did cure better than I expected. Okay, so following a manufacturer instruction, 30 seconds cook. Let's see what's happening here. And now it is much harder for me to scrape this product away. So 30 seconds cure and this lamp is better than a 60 seconds cure, which cause overcuring. And now I'm just gonna check it, my other lamp which I have used, and you can see it, I cannot scrape it. So this is the lamp like which cures my product perfect. And overall, I think this is an awesome lamp, but also I wanted to show you to test it against your products. If I would pick up a different product, maybe different brand, the gel will behave slightly different because they all have different photo initiators. And you always, like if you're working with multiple systems, you always need to carry out those kind of tests to like make sure you are not under curing or over curing your products, because this is a really important issue. But I'm so happy and so glad we could actually show you what is happening when the product is over cured, because there is not many probably materials about it. Like we all worried always about under curing the products, but overcooking them is no good either, because they will be more prone to cracking. Another tip, guys, which I can give you, like when we're doing those reviews of the lamps, like and testing them and trying, you need to watch it, because sometimes like a one lamp is not gonna, so one lamp doesn't fit all the products. Like this lamp might be an amazing for a brand A or brand B or brand C and cure their products fantastic, and then it wouldn't behave the same for different brands. So whenever I'm like changing the lamp, whenever I'm trying new product, because I am a person like which might work a little bit like if I find like some color which I love amazing, like, or if I find something different and I want to try it, I would test those new products before I introduce them on the clients as well. And I do really encourage you to do those kind of tests as well if you are working with the multiple systems. And I would say most of the nail technician works with the multiple systems, because there might be like something they really liked and they got it. But it's a really nice lamp. It is very powerful one, so you have to watch for that as well. I believe we would use a slow curing motion. So we've got also slow curing motion. You can see it 99 seconds. It is emitting it gives less power when it comes to curing of the product, so that will behave differently as well. I am pretty rare user of the slow curing options. I would cure most of my clients' nails for 60 seconds, and then they can have a really long-lasting enhancement when nothing is happening. But here is another thing I want to tell you as well. When you're getting the lamps, to remember about the lifetime. So there isn't such a thing like the lamp should last you 3 months or the lamp should last you 5 years. One nail technician will do like 10 clients a day, and the other nail technician will do 10 clients in a month. The lamp will last to the one person 3 months, and to the other person it will last like 5 years, because it is all out of the amount of the clients we have done it on a certain lamp. And once you like see in my salon, because of the amount of the clients I'm doing, I usually never have a lamp longer than a year, because I can notice that there might be some power, like it's losing its power when it comes to the curing. And how do you spot that? So what will happen is when you apply the top coat, over your cured product, you would notice the top coat is staining. That means it's a time to replace your lamp. Doesn't matter if you had it for like 3 months or 5 years. It is all depending on the amount of the clients you have done on that lamp. Another thing is when you get the clients and you starting noticing issues like with the lifting, or when you start filing the product and you see it like it is not this hard, it is leaving you residue of the product, like almost blocking the file or your bead, this means the product isn't cured properly anymore and it's a time to replace your lamp. So keep checking on that as well, because it is really important issue. But yeah, I hope you have really enjoyed, guys, my review of this beautiful lamp. It looks definitely really nice and pretty, and it's a really powerful equipment, but you would need to find the correct curing time for your product depending on its thickness, like because this is really important issue. And yeah, I hope you have really enjoyed this very informative video. It was supposed to do like a couple minutes, but when I start to talk, I cannot stop. I hope you have really enjoyed it. I'm sending you huge glittery hugs and see you in the next one. Bye!